Hey guys, it's Danny. Now I know no better way to celebrate October than with a pumpkin recipe. So today I want to share with you my clean and delicious gluten-free chocolate chip pumpkin bars. Now this recipe is awesome because these bars remind me in both flavor and texture of like the filling in a pumpkin pie. It's almost custard-like, but a little bit more firm. So the first thing I do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees, and I've greased a 9x9 baking dish with a little bit of coconut oil. And you could also do this with cooking spray. Then over here, I've got a nice big glass bowl in which I will be combining 3/4 cup of coconut flour, which is naturally gluten-free. If you've never worked with coconut flour before, or if you need a little reminder on it, make sure you check out my Coconut Flour 101. I cover all the basics in that video. 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, and you wanna make sure not to buy pumpkin pie filling. You wanna just get simple pumpkin puree. Then I have a 1/2 cup of real maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 2 eggs, and then my spices. I'm using a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of ground ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Now, if you don't have all of those fancy fall spices, don't worry about it. You could substitute the whole thing with 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, which is basically a pre-made spice jar you can buy at the grocery store, and it's perfect if you're a beginner cook because you don't need to invest in 3 or 4 different spices. You get all those flavors in that one little jar. Then I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just gonna stir that all together until I've got all the clumps out and a nice smooth batter, just like this. Then I'll finish it with 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and gently stir those in as well. Now, if for whatever reason you didn't want to do the chocolate here, this also tastes really good with some raisins and or walnuts. Then I'm just gonna transfer all the batter into my greased baking dish, even out the top, and then I'll pop that into my 350 degree oven for 40-45 minutes or until the edges are golden brown and the center is set up. So now is the very, very tricky part. You must allow these bars to cool completely before you attempt to cut into them, because if you try to cut them while they're warm, they will crumble and fall apart on you. So this would be the time to do yourself a favor and go learn how to make a pumpkin spice latte. Perfect way to kill some time. Enjoy. These bars are moist. They're rich, they're really custardy, and I love the way the chocolate melts in layers like that. The combination of the pumpkin with the chocolate gives you the full-blown fall experience. I love enjoying these with a cup of coffee, but they are also great packed into a lunchbox. Now, if you guys feel as excited about pumpkin as I do, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you guys want to print this or any of my recipes, make sure that you head on over to cleananddelicious.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Danny Spees, and I will see you next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Cheers! But you could also do this with a little cooking spray as well. Just make sure to use what you have. And to this, I'm gonna be in here, boom.